What is going on, everyone? Welcome to Small Littleroot Laddering. It's been a while. It's been like a month or so. Seriously, huge shout-outs to Carl for filling in for me while we did our whole moving thing. Obviously, I'm not quite where I want to be with everything, as you can probably tell in the background. My room is a current disaster, but hey, we're back. We're able to record again, and I'm excited. So today we're playing Tiki Chase's top 64 team from NAIC. This team is super hot, and if you haven't checked out the podcast this week, we go a little in depth talking about like breakdown of the team and everything. It's super unique. There's a lot of things going on here. We have Substitute and Quick Claw Amoonguss, Focus Sash Ensign here, Room Service Room Service Tapu Fini with Taunt as well, so like that's super sick. Analytic Foul Play, Eerie Impulse P2. We have Flamethrower Palkia, which is sick. And then pretty standard Babiri Berry Calyrex set here. So overall, pretty unique team. Obviously, Chase is a very good player and does some very unique things. So let's get to it. It's gonna be a climb. I haven't played in over a month. As you can see, we are That's not right. I don't know, but it's been a while. We're gonna be doing some true gaming here. So let's see what we can do. Let's get to it. Interesting. There's a Lugia, but Calyrex kind of doesn't care about Lugia. We also have like just Nature's Madness into it as well. I think because they do have a Rillaboom on there, like Rillaboom and Zapdos, Fini is also a really hard sell here, regardless of how much it does into like Kyogre and potentially Lugia. I think that their Rillaboom and Zapdos just kind of single-handedly make it invalidated. So I think I like Palkia Calyrex here. I could see Amoonguss here as well. I think Amoonguss plus Calyrex is actually pretty safe. This gets beat by Fake Out plus Taunt. But if that's their lead, if they lead Tornadus plus Rillaboom, I can just go for Glacial Lance on one. I think I'm pretty okay with that. And then I think I want Palkia. I'm really considering Fini. I know I just talked about how it's not very good. I could bring Instant and just do like parting shot things. I could also just bring P2 because that's probably safer with Eerie Impulse into their team of mostly special attackers. All right. It's gonna be Zapdos Tornadus. I'm pretty okay with this lead as well. If they're like Goggles, this could be problematic. But I don't even think that's true. Yeah, I think this is just going to be... I could substitute, hope for the Quick Claw proc. I don't particularly want to lose my Amoonguss here. If Amoonguss goes down, though, like, I get a free switch to Palkia or P2. I'm going to go for the substitute here. It's just so high upside if it connects. No, I need to Rage Powder. I need to Rage Powder because if Tornadus goes for Taunt this turn, I need it to be redirected into Amoonguss. Okay, Tornadus out, Ensign in. This is all fine. Should be most likely a Max Zapdos Airstream into... No Max. Okay. Heat Wave? Hurricane. Okay. It's fine. Amoonguss does get to hold on. That's good. So Trick Room does go up here. I think now I want to... kind of want to Spore the Ensign slot. and let Amoonguss go down and then swap into Palkia here. This might be a max Palkia kind of game, with them being able to just like continuously cycle Ensign in and out here. I think there's a non-zero chance that like maxing Palkia can be better. It's able to deal with Ensign better with like a max Geyser into them, which if that's our line, then I feel pretty okay about everything going on. I've seen Tornadus. I'm assuming Kyogre is their last mon in the back. Which, if that's the case, that means no Lugia? I can't imagine they brought Lugia into the Calyrex Ice matchup when they have Zapdos and Tornadus as well. I can see that not being the case. Alright, Amoonguss takes a Fake Out. And a T-Bolt as well. Amoonguss is going to go down. No Quick Claw Shroom tonight, but that's fine, because now I get to safely bring back in my Calyrex here. Like I said, I think it's probably better to max Palkia in this position. If I max Palkia, that means my last turn of max would be the last turn of Trick Room. Is that correct? Yes. Perfect. So here, I can just click Glacial Lance, and I can max Geyser into the Ensign slot. On the off chance that they're like Focus Sash Ensign, this will give Calyrex a potential boost. And if they're not, it's a single target Glacial Lance into Zapdos here, which I'm also pretty acceptable. Like, all things considered, also pretty okay. Okay. Just double swap. Pretty okay with that as well. No. Palkia is faster than Calyrex. I'm not going to get the Glacial Lance boost here. But that's fine. I am going to pick up the KO on the Tornadus, and they're going to bring back in... Ensign to intimidate me here, which is also fine. How much is this going to do into Kyogre? That's a question. Honestly, pretty okay damage. It feels pretty bad to go for a Max Geyser into a 1 HP Mon. But hey, we did it. And with them bringing in Ensign this turn, I feel like it's pretty okay to... I don't think they swap out. Do I want to read a swap from the Ensign? And just Geyser that slot? I mean, if they swap, it doesn't really matter. It's a Zapdos coming in on a Geyser then. I think that's still pretty good for us. I think we just Geyser the Ensign slot. And then here I want to go into P2 so I can potentially Eerie Impulse whatever they have. And then, yeah, we will Geyser the Ensign slot. Feeling pretty okay with all things considered here. I'm assuming this is a very large whale. Can't imagine they're Dynamaxing a Ensign. That is a very large whale. I wonder if this is just a Geyser into the Calyrex slot. If it's like Geyser plus Fake Out into that slot, I feel pretty okay. Oh, just a Parting Shot. That's also fine. This is still a Life Orb boosted, Rain boosted Max Geyser, so all things considered, still pretty okay with this. Into a non-Max Zapdos. This is unfortunate because I'm not going to be able to take over the weather like I would like. They're slower than Palkia as well. Very interesting. P2 didn't really enjoy that. But Zapdos didn't enjoy that. So, all is fair in love and war. But now they're going to bring back in Ensign. They should probably go for fake out into that slot and take out my P2. How important is P2 to this end game? Like, the off chance that they go for a Geyser into that slot. Like, I'm going to Eerie Impulse the Kyogre, I think. And then, yeah, we will just Geyser the Ensign. Oh! I don't think this game was over. I think our opponent is calling that a little too early, because Ensign is slower than my Palkia. So it's able to get another parting shot off into me. Granted, it's going to be potentially a 3v1. It's going to be potentially a 3v1 with Dynamax Kyogre versus P2, pretty high HP Palkia, and then pretty high HP, like max HP Calyrex. But Trick Room was also done that turn, but that's actually fine because then Palkia is the fastest mon on the field. So I can just like Spatial Rend it, and they probably don't have anything that can reasonably hit my Palkia at that point. Oh, and they're also AV, so like they would have taken hits. And they have Ice Beam and Thunder. Very interesting. Super bulky. Focus Dash Tornadus, not surprised by anything going on here. Scary Face is terrifying. Miracle Seed, not surprised by this. Knockoff and Bulldoze is very cool tech. They were actually safety goggles. Were, in fact, safety goggles with Eerie Impulse as well. Shuka would not have mattered. They also had Burning Jealousy. Very cool. Very cool team from our opponent. But hey, you know, we're on the scoreboard again, so I'll take it. What is going on here? Zygarde, Groudon, Dracovish, and Koko. This is cool. I like the fact that they have multiple weaknesses to Calyrex here. They obviously also have Ensign, so like that needs to be something we are aware of. They also have a lot of things that Ensign just loves to see too. This might be Calyrex Ensign as a lead. I want Feeny. Feeny kind of beats up their dragons. Like obviously we're weak to Koko, but I don't think I want Feeny again. I think that's sad to say. I could do Turbo Shroom. I think Shroom plus Calyrex is cool. I think Ensign plus Calyrex is good. Yeah, I think Ensign Calyrex is where I want to be with Palkia. And I want the Shroom. I want to put people to sleep really fast. Obviously they have Koko, so that could be like completely unreasonable. But like if Zygarde just starts to get set up, then we're going to be in for a world of hurt. Could be like Grassy Seed, since they have Rillaboom. They could also be like Electric Seed, since they have Koko. Ensign Dracovish. Okay. I mean, I can fake out the Dracovish and set Trick Room. Actually, I think the play I want to make... I'm Sash on Ensign. I'm also faster than their Ensign. They're also now -1 on Dracovish. I get Parting Shot off of Dracovish here. I think this is pretty reasonable to anticipate fake out into Calyrex here. I think I want to Parting Shot into Dracovish and protect this turn. I can see Dracovish swapping out. I don't think it's reasonable to anticipate like a fake out into my Ensign, seeing how we're faster on the lead. And like, do you really want to play into like the chances that this is a speed tie if you're our opponent here? I think the answer is probably no. I think it's pretty reasonable to say that this is not a speed tie. Okay, there's a protect. No fake out from our opponent either. Alright, they're now -2 on the Dracovish. I wonder if this is parting shot into my Calyrex as well. Going to Amoonguss. Amoonguss, the Cloud Watcher. The Darkest Lariat. Okay. All things considered, pretty okay turn. So I'm going to click the Rage Powder. I'm going to click the Trick Room button. Could have swapped into Palkia and like gone for a Spore into the Dracovish. I think there's a non-zero chance that they swap Dracovish out into like Coco here though. No, they're just going to stay in. Okay. Ice Fang. Well, at -2, that doesn't do a lot. There's a Darkest Lariat as well. Are you safety goggles? You are not. Okay. Well, there's my Trick Room. So now I can very reasonably... Could substitute here. I think it's more reasonable to Spore the Dracovish slot. And I think I want to swap out Calyrex and go into Palkia. I think Max Palkia looks really appealing in this matchup. Like, Calyrex staying at full HP and just firing off some of those Glacial Lances could be pretty decent, but I need to deal with the Ensign before I get to that point, I think. Take a nap. Will-O-Wisp Ensign. Very cool piece of tech. Not really doing much here, but very cool piece of tech. I think now I kind of want to set up a substitute here. And I want to Geyser into the Ensign slot. I just have multiple forms of weather control on this team too, which is actually really sick. Granted, like all of them are a non-zero total of them are on Palkia here. Like obviously we also have Calyrex, but all of our weather changing is through Dynamax, so reasonably there's a non-zero chance that you can win the weather war. But there's also just like a non-zero chance that like it doesn't. Substitute Amoonguss. No, don't do that. That does a lot. Stop that. That shouldn't break sub though, right? It did. Okay. Did not actually expect that to break sub. Especially at -1. Or is Darkest Lariat one of those moves that ignores the thing? I can't remember. Good job, Palkia. Should probably Dragon Rush. That didn't do much. Took more from my burn than I did from you. That's not accurate, but it makes me feel better. I'm going to probably go for a Pollen Puff this turn. Man, -2 Dragon Rush. Pretty decent damage. There's the Zygarde. I think I'm just going to try to put that to sleep, actually. I can see them protecting this turn. But if they do, that's fine, because that gives me like an uncontested max or win into the Dracovish. Wonder if they're like AV Dracovish. We've seen Dragon Rush, Ice Fang, Vicious Rend. We know they're not choice locked. Okay, no safety goggles from the Zygarde here. Zygarde is slower than Palkia, that's also good to know. Dracovish down, okay. Pretty good. Gonna get that attack drop on Zygarde, and now they're stuck in as well. So is your last one Groudon? And if so, does that mean I just get to have an uncontested Wormwind this turn into your Zygarde? It is Groudon. So here's the thing. I could take over the weather and go for a Geyser into Groudon. but that's not going to KO, and I think it's pretty reasonable to anticipate my opponent maxing. And if they do, it could be max guard from the ground on this turn. So I think it's pretty reasonable to go for a Pollen Puff into Palkia this turn to get some more HP back. And then I could Geyser the Zygarde just to take over the weather, but I think Wyrmwind to drop Groudon's attack is probably going to be more worthwhile. Like, it doesn't matter because we're still under Trick Room, but man, had this been exactly a turn later and we get that off, our opponent would be so mad. Unless they're exactly like Lumberry Groudon. We have got to see the Quick Claw though. No Protect coming out from the Groudon here. Zygarde's still taking a nap. Okay, there's the Max Quake into the Shroom, but that's going to just give me a free swap into Incin this turn, and I can go for like a Parting Shot plus Trick Room. Palkia is also the fastest thing on the field now, which is very interesting as well. A Power Construct is going to trigger. But their Zygarde's at -2, Groudon's at -1. About to get another drop on both of them as well. We sense the power of Mini. Very cool animation. Brings them right back up to about half. That's fine, because now I get to bring in my Incin, and because I am Focus Sash, I'm guaranteed to live this Max Quake. So I can reasonably go for a Parting Shot into the Groudon here. And as long as we hit our Spatial Rend, we should be in pretty okay shape. If we crit the Spatial Rend this turn, that'd be so good for us. So they're 50-50 to wake up Zygarde this turn as well. So if they do go for like Max Guard plus Quake, we're probably okay still. Are we max speed on Incin? I actually don't know the answer to that. Okay, they're now at -2. Or -3. -3 on Groudon. So as long as we don't get crit, I think we're pretty much in this game. I just need a crit, not this turn. I mean, I could crit. That'd be okay. Is that a crit? Yeah, it was. Sick. Alright, now it's a 3v1 and you have a -3 Groudon. Do your worst. Presumably into the Incin slot. Yep. Good job, buddy. You tried. I am going to click Glacial Lance. I could we'll try for a Trick Room. And then yeah, we'll Spatial Rend here as well. We already hit one crit. What's the chances we can get a second one? This game was sweet. This is a really, really good game. Got to really show off everything we wanted to. Crit? Not a crit. Disappointing Palkia. Max Flare my Palkia. That is a choice that existed, yes. But their Dynamax is now over. And, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do the dirty and click Glacial Lance. Calyrex continue to be impressive. Will-O-Wisp Incin from our opponent too. Like, had some real pieces of technology on their team. Obviously, we didn't get to see a lot from them because all their cool stuff just napped the entire game. But, you know, having 4 physical Pokemon into a team with Ensign and Max Wormwind is not really where you ever want to be. That's so satisfying, just watching their HP bar just get deleted. Good job, Calyrex. Good job, Palkia. You did a lot of heavy lifting that game, too. Amoonguss was the real MVP there. Getting the parting shot off with Ensign into the Dracovich was pretty good, too. Really, really good game overall. Getting to show off the pieces of tech we have on our team. Zacian, Dialga plus Snow. Hail is a choice that exists in this format. This is probably like Bright Powder stuff, like Snow Cloak, Bright Powder, Glaceon. And if that's the case, I don't care. I just do not care. I think this is Amoonguss plus P2. P2 kind of doesn't care about anything they have going on. Like, if they lead Abomasnow and they set screens, I don't really care. Maybe this isn't Amoonguss. Maybe this is Ensign. Ensign's really bad if they lead Milo. But if they lead Milo... this is really tough. I think this is Amoonguss plus... Calyrex is pretty bad if they lead like, either of their steel types. I mean, I know I'm Papiri, but I think this is P2. I think it just takes like the most hits out of everything. And then probably my 2 restricteds in the back. Like if they want to set Hail, I'll change it to Rain and just wipe the floor with them. I would really like a Quick Claw Spore this game, if that's all possible. That seems like an excellent way to deal with a Dialga. But this also seems pretty safe as a lead to... Yeah, really glad we didn't lead Ensign here. Really, really glad we didn't lead Ensign. I would like this Zacian to take a nap. And we'll set Trick Room. I don't think there's a reason to go for Rage Powder here. I think P2 is going to be able to take a double up here if they do. Like, if this is like Max Geyser plus Behemoth Blade, then sure, you got it. You committed your Dynamax. Okay, they're just going to go into Lando here, which, I mean, I'm pretty okay with this as well. Because that gives me something else to Spore next turn. Which means they might be... Oh no, opponent. Oh no, opponent. Please take the longest nap of your life. And because they brought in Landers here, it makes me think that they are Lumberry here. So I'm going to go for a substitute. And I'm going to ruin the Zacian's day. I'm just going to ruin their day. If you're going to come out and Swords Dance in front of me, you deserve this. Sure. And now I can... I don't know. I could Rage Powder and have Amoonguss break its sub here on this fly, and then that lets me reasonably bring in like Calyrex here. Could go into Palkia first, actually. Palkia lets me ruin this Zacian's day. Because if this does... this should be fairly safe because I am going for the Rage Powder, so even if Zacian does wake up here, it's fine. Worst case scenario, I lose Amoonguss this turn. Best case scenario, I lose just my sub. Okay, substitute's gone like I anticipated. They're life orbs, so that means they're not lum, meaning I can reasonably put landers to sleep. Perfection. Take a nap. These guys are enough to KO from here. We know they have Milo in the back. What's the chances that they swap Milo in? Does it even matter if they do? I'm in such a good position already, I just don't think it matters. They could protect Zacian this turn. I think this is all okay. They're 50-50 to wake up this turn. And I don't particularly care about anything they've got going on over there. Oh, opponents. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Oh, I'm so sorry. I feel so dirty. Good night. Oh, this is so great. I'm having so much fun. Now, like, sure, they have a Milotic, but I don't care. I'm just gonna put it to sleep, too. Like, I can reasonably set up a substitute here to stall out their Dynamax as well. Yeah, here comes Milo. I'm gonna Rage Powder this turn because I'm not sure what Milo's going to do. Like, if this is Hypnosis into Palkia, I feel bad. This last turn Tricker is. So now I can Geyser into the Lando to take it out because it's faster than my Palkia is. Whereas Milo should be slower than Palkia. Okay, they're just going to Coil, but that doesn't really matter. Because I'm just going to obviously hit my Quick Claw proc next turn and put them to sleep. Bye, Lando. Nice Dynamax, buddy. What's their second restricted? I actually don't remember. Dynamax is now over. I still have a turn of mine. I mean, excuse me. Trick Room is now over. I still have a turn of my Dynamax.
One eternity later.
Are we getting some salt? There's Dialga. That's what it was. I think Dialga's looking really tired, guys. Max Geyser's technically more damage than Max Wormwind is into Milo because Rain is up. This is technically the most damage I can do, so I think this is the play. I don't really care about what Milo has going on. Holy cow. Palkia. This dude had a family. Ouchies. Okay, they hit their Hypnosis, but it doesn't really matter. Dialga is going to do its thing this turn. They're lefties. Not really surprised by this. Hydro Pump picks up the KO from this range. Spatial Rin does not unless I crit. Turn 1, Wake Up and Spore the Dialga is our play. Yeah, Hydro Pump is still the most damage we can do. Except for exactly crit. Oh! 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 Destroyed. That's fine. I don't even care at this point. I got to do my sweet thing. I got to do the thing. That's all that matters. No accuracy drop. We're so lucky. Oh, this was so good. Because now I can bring out Calyrex and... I can Rage Powder. I could also Pollen Puff. Pollen Puff probably is enough to take out the Milo from this range. It may not be, actually, but that's fine. That's what I have Glacial Lance for. Dialga's taking a nap. Oh no, that's really bad. I need to put that thing to sleep like yesterday. Probably should also set up Trick Room again. Got that that's just like a thing that Milotic can do. Alright, rain is now over. No more boosted Muddy Waters, which is good. I think I'm going to Rage Powder and Trick Room this turn. I think I need Trick Room to go up to win this game. So I need a Muddy Water. Like, Muddy Water can't miss because they're +1 accuracy. So I just need no accuracy drop and I think we're fine. This is also fine. Shroom is guaranteed a turn of sleep now, but that's fine. Because Dialga is guaranteed to wake up this turn, I believe. But Calyrex is the slowest thing on the field. So I should be able to just spam Spore into that slot. This game's really interesting. This game got really, really interesting. Dialga is actually going to hold on from this Glacial Lance. We did not quite do half to it last time. They should... Oh, they're just going to go for Recover. I think that's exceedingly greedy. Okay, accuracy drop on Amoonguss. Okay, that's fine. Oh, I thought Dialga was guaranteed to wake up this turn. That's fine, though. Completely fine, because Amoonguss is going to wake up this turn, so... And then Glacial Lance should be at least a KO into Dialga, if not a double KO here. Milo might just be outside of range. If we crit, we obviously KO. No, not close. But now we're +1, and now we just need to hit some high horsepowers. They should recover this turn. No, they just go for Hypnosis. I think that's greedy. I think they should have recovered, because now if I wake up, like, I just win. Can't forget they're also +1 on Milo. I know they're also at, like, neutral. I mean, they're at +1 defense as well, but that's fine. So Calyrex is guaranteed to turn to sleep this turn. But Amoonguss is 50-50 to wake up. If we hit it this turn, I think we're fine. Okay. We missed because the accuracy dropped. That sucks. So now they get their recover, and now things get really awkward. I'm still a +1 Calyrex, so I'll be fine. But I really need to hit this sooner rather than later. How many turns of Trick Room are left? Last turn. See, we've seen Coil, Muddy Water, Hypnosis, Recover. So no Protect. Okay, there we go. We connect. Now I need Calyrex to wake up. Calyrex. Alright, Trick Room is now over. So Milo has a chance of waking up. Their only damaging move is Muddy Water. So I can actually reasonably, like, stall it out with Amoonguss here. Calyrex is a coin flip to wake up. That's actually pretty good. Just in case they do wake up this turn. Like that. This shouldn't break sub. No accuracy drop. Okay. Perfect. So now I can put them back to sleep and start slamming some high horsepowers. I also can Pollen Puff my Calyrex to keep it healthy. Nice Quick Claw proc under Trick Room. Naturally, we miss. That is now 2 Spore misses on -1 accuracy. Oh, I need to be sporing. I'm dumb. Still, -2, -1, 2 -1 misses on 100% accurate moves. But it's alright. This is the turn we're going to hit it, so it's okay. And we're just not going to miss our... Just not going to miss the high horsepower. If an opponent is trying to, like, timer stall me out of this game, I have a full HP P2 in the back. Like, that's not a win condition you have. You do not have the liberty of timer stalling me. I'm winning. Oh yeah, that 1% chance. Double Quick Claw back to back, and we connect. Sick. We had some very, very clutch Quick Claws this game. Cannot understate that. And I think this turn I want to Pollen Puff my Calyrex to keep it healthy. Because, like, a high horsepower connect this turn wins the game anyway. So there's no reason to go for it, whereas I can just, like, preserve extra health if I do it this way. Substitute Amoonguss also is very good this game. Like, being able to, like, just sit in front of this Milo and not care about what it's doing in life is pretty decent as well. Obviously made the, like, clutch decision of not bringing Ensign into the matchup with the competitive Pokemon. But even still, with the set that they're running on Milo, like, obviously +2 Muddy Waters would have hurt, but it would not have been the end of the world. Yeah, opponent, you were nowhere near stalling out this game. With 3 minutes still to go. Okay, we connected, so... GG! Oh, really, really good game, all things considered. Really fun game. GG to our opponent. So, what did we learn? Well, nothing about this Feeny set. You know, ended up playing, I think, 5 games. I doubt all 5 make it into the video, but did not bring Feeny once. I'm really not sure when I want to bring this, because, like, the Kyogre matchups where you're able to sit in front of it and take hits, they typically have like Rillaboom and or Zapdos or something to threaten this. So like it doesn't feel great there. And like the Groudon teams, I guess you could probably bring it. But I'm not sure. This Feeny set is very, very interesting, and I want to play with this some more to try to figure that out. That's probably going to be something I do over the next couple days in my spare time. Palkia was absurd. I don't think we ever clicked Flamethrower. I don't think we ever actually ran into like a Steel type where it would have mattered. Calyrex, again, absurd. We never procced Babiri Berry, and I'm okay with that. This Amoonguss set was so clutch in that last game. Just insane. Being able to just set up substitutes and just spore everything. Our opponent was not ready for Amoonguss, like just spore spamming things, and it really, really paid off. Sash Ensign also never took a hit. Like it just never broke its sash ever. So that's cool. Being fast Ensign was actually really clutch a couple different times. We were able to like outspeed a Dracovish and like get a parting shot off into it. It was really, really cool. I'm a fan of this N-set that we got going on here. And then P2, you know, we got to click Foul Play into a +3 Zacian and do like 50% damage to it. So that was really cool. Just being like a bulky Trick Room setter in a format that's like you're not weak to Zacian, where like Palkia and Calyrex both are, especially if it's like carrying Play Rough, is really, really good. So this team's fun. It's so fun. You know, we're obviously not the like highest of ladder right now, but you know, we didn't drop a game, and this team was very, very good in all the games that we played. So that's gonna be it for me. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. It feels good to be back. I'm excited to get back to it and hit that Master Ball tier and start climbing into it. So expect that over the next couple weeks, and we will see you later. Have a good one. Peace.